motivational peak. And they say, but you have this thing with words that I can say. They say, everybody will tell us what to do, but they don't tell us how to do it. And I feel for that, because when I got started, I wanted this business so bad. And they'd say, well, what do I need to do? Build a team. Okay, so how do I do it? Oh, you sponsor some people. Yeah, but how do I do it? Well, you just kind of invite them to meetings. Yeah, so what do I say so they come to meetings? And they say, well, just kind of talk to them. That didn't work very good. So if you're looking for the big picture of, cutting out pictures on your vision board, this ain't it. This is just going to be exactly word for word what to say, so maybe you can get a whole bunch of people to that next event. How many people here think if you knew some magic words and got a whole bunch of people to the next event, they might get excited to bring a whole bunch of people to the next event, and you'd be building your team automatically? Yeah. And the reason they're not coming to the event? We're saying the wrong stuff. And we can change a couple words. So for everybody here today, this is going to be pretty cool, because you don't have to be a superstar, you don't have to be brave, courageous. I'm a shy, nerdy, personality freak, charisma bypass, socially challenged engineer. And if you know anything about engineers, we should not be let out in public. So if you're shy sitting here today, I can absolutely guarantee you that you can do this business. You don't have to be a brave superstar taking arrows in the back or rejection or outgoing. I'm just a total 100% coward. Nothing's changed. But I've learned in 40-some years how to do the business totally 100% without rejection very effectively. How many people think you can go along with that? And maybe you are one of these brave people. You're outgoing like Bob that levitates and stuff like that. But you may get some downline that's not, right? And they want to do this business. So how many shy people do we have here today? Oh, awesome. Usually they don't raise their hands. But if you're shy, you can do this business. So let me show you where it all goes wrong very, very quickly. There's about 3 things you have to pull off to make this thing work. And number 1, you're going to have a pretty good attitude. I mean, if you're just depressing, going out there and saying, oh, you really wouldn't want to change, would you? All right, you'd probably kill yourself. But how many people here think you probably have that pretty much mastered, at least to a minimum level right now? You showed up, right? Yeah, so most of us have a pretty good attitude, at least sufficient enough to pull this thing off. Second thing we need is a little bit of motivation. Because I don't care how good your attitude is, if you're not motivated to talk to a single person, the maximum amount of people you can sponsor is about like 0, right? So we have to have some sort of motivation, and obviously you have that because you got up on a Saturday morning. Think about that. So we have that one pretty well wired. The third thing we need is a set of skills to pull this thing off. Of exactly what to say and do. Now, out of those 3 things, which one do you think we're missing when we get started? Skills. Yeah. So that's the only thing we're going to talk about today. Because y'all have a good enough attitude. You're all motivated. The only thing is we don't know what we're supposed to be doing. And I'll explain to you why. I studied to be an engineer. And how many people here have ever seen an engineer socially? So if you need a bridge, I'm your guy. So I decided that, 2 weeks holiday every year, they ain't going to cut it. By the time I drive home to visit my parents, my life is over. So I said, hey, this network marketing looks pretty cool, so I joined. And I took my engineering skills into my brand new career, network marketing. How many people here see a slow train wreck? Now, you all probably have common sense. You probably think if I'm going to become a doctor tomorrow, maybe I should learn where to cut. If I'm going to become a bomb demolition expert tomorrow, red wire, green wire, pretty good attitude, that's not enough to make it, right? If you and I are going to change careers, we're going to have to learn a brand new set of skills. You all have skills in your current career, because if you didn't, they'd fire you. But I don't care if you're a bungee jumper, circus performer, taxi cab driver, engineer, whatever you did before this business, don't take that set of skills in here. Because it's a new set of skills, for it's a different career. Nobody told me that. So what I did for the next 1 year and 10 months is talk to people. Have you ever seen an engineer talk to people? Now, I always make fun of people giving long, boring, 45-minute presentations, but not me. When I got started, I did 90 minutes. So for the first year in 10 months, I talked to almost 1,500 people, maybe a little more. And through an amazing coincidence, every one of the people I talked to were unmotivated, had everything they wanted in life, didn't want to do anything else. What a streak of bad luck. Or what do you think was the problem? Yeah, I was at the scene of the crime every time. So what happened is I talked them all out of it. Now, I'm going to ask your permission here today. Is it okay if we're kind of politically incorrect? Let's kind of be upfront. I mean, this is your money, right? So don't run me over in the parking lot, but because we're limited in time, I'll just be as direct as possible. How many people here, when you're out talking to people, to the people you talk to, would they like to save a little bit of money on their utilities or have a better world? What percentage? About 100%, right? So everybody you talk to would probably like to have your service. And when you're out talking to people, do they want more money in their life or less money? More, okay. So you go out and talk to them, and you offer them a chance to make the world a little bit greener, nicer, and save a little bit of money. You offer them a chance to have more money. And at the end of your presentation, they say, no. Let's review. You're talking to people, they want to have a greener energy and save a little bit of money. You offer that to them. They want more money in their life, you offer that to them. And at the end of the presentation, they tell you no. Does that strike anybody here as a little bit strange? Would you like to know what happened? Yes. All right. What you have done is taken a pre-sold prospect, and through your random use of untrained words, you have literally talked them out of it. Oh, it gets worse. You talked them out of it so badly that they literally say to you, I'd rather pollute the planet and die broke rather than do business with you. So it wouldn't be a good time to fix that.
No.
And what we're doing is taking pre-sold people and talking them out of it. You don't need to find new people and go back to everybody that told you no, change a few words, and have them join on the spot. How cool would that be? And the problem is we don't know these words because we don't have skills when we start. And I'll tell you why we don't have skills. Did your parents teach you network marketing skills? No. Mine didn't either. Learn them in school? No. Previous job? No. So when you and I get started in this business, we're highly motivated idiots. And we say and do the wrong things and literally talk people out of it over and over again. So what we have to do is learn what not to say and what to say, and we'll stop talking people out of their dreams. So you don't have to sell anybody. No. You've got to stop selling them out of it. And that's pretty cool because you can do it with just a few words. So that's how I started. How many people here started as badly as I did? Oh, miserable bunch here. Okay. So after a year and 10 months of failure, here's what happened. My wife came to me and said, hey, dear, I'm pregnant with child number 2. How's your business coming along? So I told her the truth. I told her it's consistent. And, she's pretty upset. So she gave me an ultimatum, and there comes a time in your life you got to make a decision. And maybe today's your day. Maybe last week was your day. Or tomorrow, I don't know. But there comes a time in your life when you have to make a decision where you want to be in the business. And this is my time. Now, I'd like to tell you that I made a decision to move forward, blah, blah, blah. But I'm married. I'm not allowed to make decisions. So she made it for me. She said, either learn how to make this business work for money or get a part-time job as a security guard being target practice for criminals. Given that choice, what would you have chosen? Now, there comes a time in our life where we're going to have to be an adult and suck it up. And I was told this was my time. Now, up until this time, here's the advice I got. The first thing they told me, because I'm desperate, my sponsor said, well, the first thing you need to do is improve your attitude. That's a pretty rude thing to say. But I needed an attitude improvement, so I improved my attitude. You know what happened? I felt better about being a loser. He said, you just have to believe more. So we had little seances on Tuesday night. Told me to set some goals, write down all the stuff you're never going to have. Be more motivated, more positive, buy 2 convention tickets instead of 1. Eye of the tiger, vision of the eagle, other dead animal body parts. Chant affirmations, sing the company song. We had running high fives with our downline. We had mastermind sessions, read motivational books. We had sizzle sessions where all of us fellow losers got together, pumped each other up for more rejection. We were a pathetic bunch. So the first thing I'd like to pass on is all that stuff doesn't work. All that stuff is called personal development, self-improvement. It makes us better people. So if you want to be a better person, do that stuff. And goodness knows I needed it. So I'm not saying anything bad about it. What I'm saying is, if you do all that stuff, you're still not going to make money. If you want to earn money in this business, you're going to need skills. And that's what's holding most of us back, is the lack of skills. So judging from the look at your face, you didn't like this, so let me say it again. Personal development is great to make you better people, and we want to become better people, right? So I'm not saying not do it. But the thing that happened to me was I spent all of my time doing personal development, hoping somehow it would instantly turn into money. And personal development is not enough. How many pilots besides me here? How many people fly airplanes? All right. So you and I were going to take them over to Woodbridge International Airport. And we're going to put you inside an airplane, close the door, wave goodbye, send you on down the runway, and you're running down the runway with your airplane, and we yell, "Get a good attitude." How's that going to work? What's going to happen at the end of the runway? Crash and burn. But we're going to pick you up and say, just be persistent. Take you back in, throw you in another airplane, and send you on down. And as you head on down, we say, be more motivated. What's going to happen at the end of the runway? Crash and burn. So now we pick you up, dust off the cinch parts, bring you back, throw you in another airplane. And this time we throw in a vision board with you. Do we get the point? You need everything. You need to have a good attitude. So personal development is good. But most of us kind of get that wired. And we need motivation. We're here. The only thing we're missing is the actual skills to fly that airplane. So what was missing for me was the skills. I had the burning desire, working every hour to make it happen, but it did not happen. So if you're taking notes today, the first thing I'd like you to do is say, we need some skills. You see, do you all know where you want to be in this business? We all know where we want to be, but we're not there yet. Is that true? So why aren't we there? Because there's a whole bunch of stuff between where we are right now and where we want to be that we don't know. Because if we knew that stuff, we'd be there, wouldn't we? So how many people here totally get it that there's just a whole bunch of stuff we don't know?